Hey y'all, it is Asia B here. Welcome to Luscious Living with Asia B. And yes, today's topic, well, first of all, this is my first YouTube video. Hi, and today we're going to talk about redefining self-love. And I actually have some notes here on my phone. I'm feeling really romantic today. You know, I had to invoke romance into my consciousness. And this was actually yesterday, but I'm feeling very romantic, and I decided to put on a very romantic dress, cottagecore look, So yes, today's topic is redefining self-love, and this is such a juicy topic, simply because I used to think that self-love was, looking cute, and which is a really small part of it, but I used to think that self-love was all about, let me push this back, was all about, looking cute, getting your nails done, your toes done, that is pretty much self-care. But self-love, so what is self-love? It is radically accepting all of you, even the parts that you may deem as not so attractive. So basically looking at yourself from a perspective of the way God, Goddess, love, the universe, whatever you want to call it, may look at you. I like to say my divinity, okay? So if you ever read A Course in Miracles text, you know that they define this as perfect vision. And they pretty much say that when you look at yourself and others through perfect vision, it is basically looking at yourself as pure, as clean, as beautiful, as love. And the way you can start doing this is really a practice. And the way you can start doing this is pretty much through meditation and removing all distractions so that you can tune in to yourself and look within. Okay, and distractions can be media and also your thoughts. Okay, so of course, if you're not really advanced in meditation, this is going to take some practice. I know some of you may have that voice in your head that is always on go, the thoughts just running, but they are there for you to just observe, not to emotionally react to it, not to really give it any meaning. And I know that A Course in Miracles talks about this in, I think it's lesson 1 or 2, that anything I see does not mean anything. Okay, anything I see in this room does not mean anything. Okay, so we kind of give our thoughts meaning, and that's why some people don't really meditate, because it's like there are so many thoughts running through your mind and you just don't know what to do with them. But the main thing you want to do is focus I don't want to say intensely, focus on that perfect vision of yourself and see yourself as God will see you, your divinity, the universe, love, whatever you want to call it, which is love, which is pure, which is perfect. Okay. And another thing is get clear on your desires. Okay, so and really getting clear on what it is that you want. And this is how you create more clarity in your life, and it's easier for you to stay away from any distractions that may come across your path that aren't congruent with the life or the vision that you have for yourself. So we can say on this journey of manifesting and creating, being a creatrix, a conscious creator, you have, it's like, you have desires. That's it. You have desires. So for the most part, you're going to always focus on what you want. Okay. Most people think if they focus on what they don't want, then they'll get what they want. If they somehow complain about their circumstances, they'll get what they want. But you have to focus on what you want and not entertain any ideas that come in your experience that does not align with that. Okay. So this can look like not entertaining certain types of media. That can look like not entertaining certain types of thoughts. This can also look like not entertaining certain types of people that come into your reality. Okay. And this is really, really important because you are putting yourself first when you do this. You are owning your desires and you are putting your desires first when you do this, okay? And this is an act of self-love. Putting your desires first, putting your needs first and your wants first so that you can experience what it is that you want. And again, this takes practice, okay? And one way I like to do this is consistently asking myself what it is that I want. So in the beginning of the video, I talked about how I invoked romance, but that is because I asked myself what it is that I want. I got curious about certain thoughts I was having in my mind, and it didn't come from an anxiety or a fear-based place, but it came from a place of love, okay? And I know yesterday, that morning, I was like, I want intimacy, okay? And then later that day, I kept asking myself what I want. And I was like, you know what? I want romance. What do I want right now? That's what I asked myself. And hold on, I forgot a piece. So when I told myself, I asked myself, what did I want? And I was like, I want intimacy. So I gave it to myself. And I have this ritual that I call indulging into the experience of you that I practice. And basically it's turning on some sensual music and really setting like a vibe or ceremony for myself and caressing my body and, forming a bond of intimacy with myself. So yeah, that is something that I did. And so then later that day, I'm like, what do I want? And then myself responded back to me, and it was like romance. And I was like, how can I give myself romance? So I instantly again turned on some sensual music. I lit an incense, I lit a candle, and I put on some lingerie, and I just pretty much tuned into my body. I tuned into my senses, and I tuned into myself. And I did a bit of journaling as well, and it was just a very interesting moment with myself, and I really, really enjoyed it. It was like I felt instantly satisfied. And that is something that you want to do. You don't want to wait on someone to give you permission, or you don't want to wait on someone to give you what it is that you need. You want to instantly ask for it. Well, first focus on it, and then you will be led to do things that it is congruent with that desire. You will be led to do certain things, and whatever comes up, do it and have fun with it. Okay. So another one was Releasing the need to neglect yourself. Oh my God, this one is very juicy, very key, very important. I know for me, when I used to experience negative circumstances, I would neglect myself. And that was very unfortunate for me. And I used to wonder why my life wasn't improving. So I thought that feeling sorry for myself was going to get me in a space where I would instantly, it just does not make any sense, but I thought feeling sorry for myself would instantly put me in a space of better circumstances when that doesn't work. So I stopped feeling sorry for myself, and I had to tell myself, like, look, I'm not gonna feel sorry for myself anymore. I'm gonna take care of myself no matter what shows up. And this is the importance of having faith. What is that Neville Goddard quote? Faith is loyalty to the unseen. And that is true. You know, when you're manifesting, sometimes your life is not going to look like it's going the way you want it to, but you have to stay faithful to your vision. So, you know, if you neglect yourself during negative circumstances, you have to get out of it and pretty much talk to yourself, tell yourself that this really isn't real, and I am going to take care of myself regardless of what the 3D world is showing me. Okay, and this can be done through nurturing your creativity, through movement, you know, having a nice hot bath, doing the things that you enjoy. And look, you do not have to have money to do the things that you enjoy. You don't have to have money to do the things that you enjoy. And you don't have to have money to nurture and tune into your creativity. So if you want to create a YouTube video or a podcast, do that, no matter what your circumstances may look like. I remember I used to limit myself for, like, if I didn't have any money, or, you know, if I was a certain size, I would say, no, I'll just wait until I get there. But that's not being faithful to the vision that you have for your life. That's you're pretty much limiting yourself when you do that, to those that can relate. So you want to take care of yourself and hone in on taking care of yourself regardless of what your 3D is showing you. Okay. And yeah, that's basically it. And just remember to release entertaining certain thoughts that come into your mind. And I know it takes practice. So one way you can start doing this is what Neville Goddard says is pruning the vine. And that's instantly going into what it is that you want instead of focusing on what it is that you don't want. Okay, and soothing yourself, making sure that you soothe yourself and release any distractions that come into your reality, or remove any distractions that come into your reality, and make sure that you just hone in and focus on what it is that you want, your desires, and the reality that you are creating for yourself. Okay, so that is how you live lusciously. Okay, that is how you live lusciously. Again, my name is Asia B, and I will see you guys in the next video.